Good night for everyone. My name is Nicolas Palomino, and today I'm talking about the importance of climate change. Currently, in all the world, we can see different situations that affect the ecosystems like the forest, seas, natural reserves, and other species. But also, these factors can affect all the animals. Also, they are in many times in danger of extinction and their homes and families also are affected about these type of factors that constantly are present. And the big problem is in this situation are the people in the world because all the time the contamination that we produce in fact are one of the most important reasons that all the animals and the natural resources disappear little by little. For me, it's a lot of important that all the people understand the importance to take care of the nature and also explain about what are the actions that people do to damage the ecosystem are and what possibilities we have to do something better for the planet. The first time that the people saw the Earth is important was in 1946, when a rocket that was in the orbit of the Earth took some pictures. And when it sent these pictures, the people for first time can observe and appreciate the beautiful that is the Earth. But some years later, after this achievement, the camera followed still took photos, and when the scientists looked the results with a big surprise, they can saw that the contamination status of the earth year by year. Later of a lot of studies, they said and looked that the earth changed the climate conditions rapidly and aggressively. Also, in the same year, a lot of countries were in the Second World War, and the problem in this year was the new technology that generate and work with carbon, then the composed of that CO2 damaged the ozone layer. Also, many industries use carbon and another chemical compounds when they needed to manufacture artificial products. Later, the industries throw out all the chemical products that they didn't use to the rivers or in close to the forest, and then animals and people can have the same possibility to have a contact with the products because the boss thinks workers were not important for me. I can find the replace for him and say that animals are not important. After all these years, many people think the same, and they can stop and try to do or change the process, or maybe change the machines and use friendly process with the environment. Many years later, the earth is worse of bad than other years. There are different types of contamination in all the world, as a chemical substances such as a pesticide or pesticide is a substance intended to prevent, destroy, attack, repel, or fight any pest, including unwanted species of plants or animals. The use of these substances creates a series of problems for the environment. More than 98% of fumigate insecticides and 95 of herbicides affect a different destination, including plant and animal species, air, water, river sediments, seas, and food. Cyanide is a highly poisonous and highly volatile chemical compound, dangerous for the people and for the animals, very toxic by inhalation, in contact with the skin, and by ingestion. Also, urban waste, oil, or ionizing radiation all can produce disease, damage ecosystems, or the environment. There are also many gaseous pollutants that have an important role in different atmospheric phenomena, such as the generation of acid rain. A lot of people can generate many garbage every day. For that reason, we have the capacity to produce contamination with common things as spray deodorants, throw a chewing gum to the ground, let a balloon escape, throw a cigarette butt, throw a plastic bag, etc. And if we cause a bad effect with such small things, imagine as it is with cars, large factories, the activity of industries, the way in which we extract soft fluids, meaning products and industrial wastewater. All of that, all of the gases accumulate in the ozone layer and permit that all the sunlight access in many a long time can produce skin aisles, melting the polar ice caps and the polar bears dead, and the planet doesn't have the opportunity to make photosynthesis. Occur in many areas of the planet would increase food prices due to the destruction of crops. A global warming of 4 degrees is more than enough for the melting of Antarctica, causing an increase in sea level of 50 meters across the planet. This would totally change the coastal geography. And now, let's think how the planet would be 5 degrees. There would be no ice since it would have melted at both poles. The rainforest would burn and disappear. The sea level would have risen enough to penetrate even continental interior. We, humans, would be insulated and increasingly smaller habitable zones and possibly fight among ourselves. The best solution to these problems are embedded in different types of energies, as a wind energy, the energy obtained from the wind. The geothermal energy is a renewable energy obtained through the use of natural heat from the interior of the earth. The hydroelectric plant uses hydroelectric power to generate electricity. Also, the heat and light of the bulb can be exploited by means of various sensors such as photoelectric cells or solar panels. We can make the difference. Also, there are a lot of organizations that help to the environment and pick up the garbage, and with that they can create a new ecological products. Also, do a presentation or activities for the common people just with the purpose to make aware about the importance of climate change, to take care of the nature and don't throw out the garbage. By last, you can adopt a tree, later plant them and take care. It's your decision how are you going to take care of the planet.